he's at a point where he can't play aggressive. His shield pressure is not good enough. His grounded options are -8 at the safest. It's jab, 1-2, and it's up smash with a purple, maybe yellow, I think. And the up smash gets progressively more unsafe every time it stales. So you're left with your safest grounded option being -8 at best. Then you have his actual safe options being forward air and back air. They get down to be about -3, -4 with the right colors and all that, and that's pretty good. However, he can't do a rising aerial and pressure you. Okay, a lot of characters don't generally do rising aerials and pressure your shield. That makes sense. But he's also too slow to be weaving in and out and constantly falling on you with aerials without getting punished a lot of the time. I mean, he has 70-second worst airspeed, worst initial dash. He's pretty floaty. You're having to space aerials falling on people close to the ground, mind you, for a lot of your attacks to be safe. So you can't pressure people properly because your smashes will lose to clank. They'll lose to aerials. They're not safe on shield. But you also can't play defensively that well. Like, he can do things defensively, don't get me wrong. I don't want to make it sound like he's an entirely helpless character. But his pivot grab is laggy as hell, actually. Even one Pikmin is laggier than it ever has been. Right? And the range is not very good on it. So it's not something you can consistently use to catch people's landings. Your smashes still lose to aerials. Your out of shield options are bad. They are bad. You know, his fastest is frame 10, and it's fair or nair. Fair has a dead zone right in front of it, and it starts at the top, meaning it's even slower if you want to hit on the bottom of it. You gotta wait a couple frames for the move to go. Nair is alright, but it's a multi-hit and it doesn't have much knockback, and if they fall out of it, it's not what you want a lot of the time. It's not going to put you in an advantageous spot a lot of the time. His up smash frame 12, and that has the issue of, well, 1 being frame 12, 2 clanking if it does, or potentially dying on startup. I'm looking at you, DK dash attack. His normal shield is already weak, on top of the fact that it just doesn't fit his body, because his out of shield options are weak. And then you can't play a reactionary defensive game with parrying, because his parrying is garbage. He has the frame data to punish things, sometimes, a good amount of the time. Especially if you run in and parry. Because you try to play aggressively reactionary, where you're like, yes, I know you're going to attack, I'll parry here. And you parry, and you can't use your actual worthwhile moves. And then people go, oh, down tilt, jab, whatever. Okay, I guess. But that doesn't win me games. That doesn't seal me stocks, right? Jab does not always connect into its second hit. It's an inconsistent move that hasn't been touched. Down tilt and up tilt are slower, and they can work, but like, why should I be locked into 2 moves? If I have the speed to land a smash, if the frames are there, I should be given the same luxury, I guess, privilege as everyone else to land an attack, right? If Box parries something and he has 8 frames, you're getting up smashed. If Mario parries something and he has so many frames, you're getting smashed. If Olimar parries something and I have the frames, you should get smashed. There is no reason for it not to do that. His smashes are incredibly, like, limited in so many ways. His forward smash has an active sweet spot of 2 frames, and then it gets noticeably weaker. It does no shield damage. So he's in a spot where he can't play aggressively because his shield pressure is ass. He can't play defensively normally because his out of shield options are ass, and his shield doesn't work. He can't play reactionary with parrying consistently because his smashes are inconsistent and die a lot of the time, and you have to keep track of invisible health values and how much damage your opponent's attacks are doing to even know if you're going to get an attack. So he's left screwed a lot of the time. And on top of that all off, he's slow as hell. So you're restricted even more in what you do. Now, with all that said, he's still a good character in some ways. His damage output is some of the best in the game. His kill power is really good in some cases. But so is a lot of characters. Look at Joker. Insane damage output. Insane mobility. Insane kill power with Arsene. Look at Peach. Same thing. Except these characters have extremely better disadvantages. Look at a character like Inkling. Maybe has less damage output. Maybe has less kill power. in some ways, but has incredible mobility, solid frame data, better out of shield options, hard to gimp recovery. Why is Olimar's like this? It doesn't make sense. There's no real reason for it. Because he's not so powerful that if you were to give him these options, he would be objectively broken. It would put him in line with the rest of the cast, and the developers simply fail to do that. And it, to me, speaks volumes to Nintendo or Bandai or Sakurai or whoever's balancing this game. It speaks volumes about how they don't actually either know what they're doing or care what they're doing. Because they have taken a character who was, honestly, I'll be real, he wasn't even fine when he first came out. He was just, you're able to mask his crap easier because his up smash was somewhat safe. It was -5 at its safest, right? That's still not that safe compared to a lot of characters. And his recovery was a bit better, and his up smash wasn't hot garbage, right? But now you've already nerfed him, and you still refuse to give him a consistent gameplay and let his players be rewarded for probably playing him. That's shitty. That shouldn't be acceptable from a AAA company who is supposed to be putting out a polished product. I guess the icing on the cake is that the Smash community as a whole, and I want to make it clear that there's always exceptions, there's people that don't do this, but a majority of people don't care. They don't care about Olimar, they don't care about Olimar players, they don't care if he's the most broken character, unfunctional character in the game, right? Look at all that's wrong with him, all that I've detailed, all that other people have pointed out, all these absurd glitches, and the most they get is, yes, shield should be fixed. Not, you should have consistent attacks. You should hit your button, and it should always do it, right? And because Nintendo won't do it on their own, I would be inclined to say that the only way anyone's going to do something, only way Nintendo's going to do something, is if a mass portion of the online community was to go, hey, Nintendo, you have these characters in your game, they don't work, fix them. This is not acceptable. Falcon has his problems, Bayo has her problems, Sonic has her problems, and I feel really bad for those characters. But I can assure you that you guys have no idea how bad it is. And I don't want to detract. I'm just saying, yeah, sometimes your jabs or up airs don't connect. My moves literally die. My resources die because I did the right option. And I have to keep track of these invisible health values, and you're staling on your hits to go, oh wait, alright, it's a stale back air, so yeah, I should be able to parry this and then up smash because my purple won't die because it has full health, and things like what? I have to keep track of Pikmin fall damage taking away health that I don't know how much it does, I don't know how much health I have left, and then I have to still be able to parry and assume I have enough health. That's not acceptable. That is not good game design in any capacity. It doesn't reward the player. You're simply punishing them for playing the character, and that's really bad. And Nintendo needs to actually do something about their character, because you have people coming off this character, they are dropping him so much, and it's not just because he got nerfed, it's because he's an inconsistent hot mess that no one wants to play. It's not even about having an unsafe up smash. It's about he's not in a good spot. He's glitchy, he doesn't work well, and he's missing a direct play style. You can't run around. You're too slow. You can't camp. You can't play aggressive. You can't do anything. You're just left big worse in so many ways than a lot of other characters. And that's bad.